So the question on all Boro fans' minds this week is who's going to be the next Boro manager? And for me, I would be absolutely shocked if it's not this man, Rob Edwards. Now, of course, could be wrong, could be someone completely left field, and I would like Boro to do something a little bit more left field, creative and imaginative. The last time we did that, we hired someone called Aitor Karanka, and he got us promoted to the Premier League. But the reason why I think all roads probably lead to Rob Edwards is because he ticks every single box that Gibson has always wanted in a manager. British, tick. Out of work, tick. He also has a very close working relationship with head of football Kieran Scott from their past time, I believe, at Wolves. He's also got a close relationship with Chris Jones, our head of recruitment, who he's worked with before. So all them things point towards him coming to Boro, and that's not even mentioning that when we hired Carrick back in 2022, who was the rumoured alternative option? It was Rob Edwards. Yes, apparently Kieran Scott wanted Edwards, Gibson wanted Carrick. That's not worked, so would we just go back to what was the perceived second best option? I don't know. But is it a good appointment? Would it be a good appointment? Well, I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be. I'm not massively anti against Edwards coming in as others. I think 12 months ago, this would have been a much better perceived appointment. But it's, of course, what happened last season, which is getting, rightfully so, in the back of fans' minds. But he's not had a bad managerial career. He got Forest Green Rovers promoted out of League Two, which is no mean feat. Was harshly sacked at Watford because, well, who isn't? And then he got Luton Town promoted to the Premier League, which, let's be honest, that's no mean feat. And he got them promoted via the playoff four that Michael Carrick couldn't get us through. And of course he was then relegated from the Premier League. But again, with Luton Town, there's no shame in getting relegated from the Premier League with Luton. And they were the most competitive of the three newly promoted teams that year. So there's no shame in that. So this whole back-to-back relegation argument I think is unfair. But it's of course last year. Last year's relegation with Luton Town is a massive, massive blemish on his CV. But again, I don't think one season defines a manager. I also don't mind the way he plays football. He often plays with a back three, whether it's a 3-4-3, a 3-4-2-1. I think a 3-4-2-1 could really work with Boro. 2-10s, Zaz and Whittaker maybe, in behind Tommy Conway. If we can get some decent wing-backs in, that could give us the width we are craving. And then hopefully a back three with three actual fit centre-halves could give us a solid base. So I do think his style of play, with a bit of good recruitment, could work here. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on if you'd like Rob Edwards at the Boro or not. Or are there any other names in this list that potentially take your fancy? And if there's any Luton Town fans, I'd love to hear from you guys, because I'm only coming at this from an outsider's point of view. I'd love to actually hear from what Luton Town fans think of Rob Edwards. But yeah, let me know who you'd like.